COVID and your stunt driving ticket in Ontario. Well, COVID has been with us now for well over a year. The police are still issuing stunt driving tickets in Ontario, but there have been many changes in the way in which your court date and your charges are being affected by COVID, social distancing, and the court administration. So let's investigate the significant changes that we've seen over the past 14 months. Let's start with change one, phone or Zoom court appearances. This started back as early as October 2020 because in April 2020, the Ontario provincial court system shut down operations due to the beginning of the COVID pandemic, and then it started to reopen for hearings in roughly September, October 2020. However, this was very slow, and the systems such as phone appearances and Zoom were not yet fully functional in the court system. So slowly but surely, all courts after 2020 have been evolving to manage hearings, with most courts moving to Zoom over the past few months. And in order to accommodate this, every person that has or had a stunt driving charge got a new notice in the mail with phone or Zoom instructions for their court appearance. This new system is constantly updating, and court clerks, justices of the peace, and prosecutors are doing their best to make this work on such short notice, because decades of the in-person system literally changed overnight. Change two, your choice of legal representation. It just got better. This is a positive change. Because court appearances used to be in person at the courthouse, there used to be a perception, not a correct perception necessarily, but a perception of an advantage to hiring a firm that had an office near the courthouse. This wasn't necessarily the case, but it made logical sense. If you got a ticket in Sudbury, you would search up representation in the Sudbury area. Now, none of that matters. You can now search up any legal firm that best suits your needs, and they can attend court for you anywhere in Ontario by phone or Zoom. So in a positive way, COVID has essentially expanded your ability to find the best legal representation. Change three, I got a new summons. This is normal. Because of the delays that have occurred during COVID, police have had to resummon you for your court appearance. And depending on your charge, the summons, the offense, or the law requires that you need to be resummoned in certain cases. And this can be done by the police physically serving you or getting a notice by the mail. And this is normal. If you have legal representation, simply just forward this information to them so they can update their information regarding your case. Change four, can I get my charge dismissed with all this COVID confusion? Most likely no. The long delays between court dates, etc., generally do not constitute a delay that can lead to withdrawal or what's called Section 11B charter challenge. And the reason is because of this emergency order that's been occurring through COVID, it has extended all of the timelines in the courts, making it difficult to use these arguments. And now that the courts are moving into these remote hearings, courts are back moving into a regular flow with each passing day. So what does this all mean? Well, stunt driving charges are confusing at the best of times. With all these new remote court measures, it can be even more difficult now to navigate your case and understand the court process. The most tried solution is to hire legal representation to handle your case. This way, they can follow your new dates, new rules in the courts, all these changes, regardless of whether it's by phone, in person, or by video. And this can take the pressure off of your daily life and give you a peace of mind to get through these changes.